Hey there. So I teamed up with Waller and Joy in the Brackeys Game Jam, and the theme was rewind. We thought of ideas like a rhythm game where the music notes rewinded, and so you had to remember the previous notes, or a game where your previous actions still counted every time you replayed the game, and you had to replay until you did everything. But we eventually came up with a puzzle platformer game where you could rewind the character's actions or the world's actions, and so we got to work on a design doc. The premise of the story being that you are the only wizard that can rewind among a secret time traveler community within the wizarding world. One day the rest of the time travelers lost their rewinding ability, but you still have it, and you're traveling through a mansion ruins solving puzzles in hopes to restore everyone's rewinding ability. So yeah, with this we began to get to work.
Okay, alright, guess it's the typical Godot scene. It looks like I can collide with walls, and that's good and all, but I guess I cannot jump. So I need to fix that. Jeez, man, working with Godot is hard, cause I didn't. This is me being stupid. This is just totally negative because oh my goodness. To remind myself that. That the y-axis is literally flipped on its head, so, yeah. Okay, so I just added the ability to, move objects. So now I can push this object, and I can move it. And I have my player script, which is mostly written in C#. However, I had some problems with the physics in order for kinematics to communicate with rigid bodies, so I had to use GD script just for the physics part. However, when I go in the scene, I cannot, I can't really pull the object, can I? I can't really pull it back. So I'm gonna try and make a button so I can actually pull the object as well.
So I made it so you were able to push the object away from you, but you were also able to pull it towards you by pressing shift and an arrow key. In this case, shift and the left arrow key. I tried implementing rewinding, but let's say the code did not have the effect I want it to have.
Alright, so if I go to my Godot, God. Alright, so it looks like I can now push this object, and then I can pull it back. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, that's a lot of force!
I kept trying for a while, eventually giving up and copying from a tutorial. I wondered why this worked instead of my code, but I was so tired of working on rewinding, I didn't care at this point. Not only that, but there were some questionable issues with the physics that I had to fix. However, something else threw a wrench into our plan. Basically, Waller couldn't figure out how to set up the Godot mono version, and if he couldn't edit the game, he couldn't design levels in the future. So I pretty much rewrote all the code from C# to the GD script.
Okay, so I just implemented a new feature. This is the door over here. However, you cannot go to the door. So you have to collect the coin first. And once you collect all the coins in the map, you can go into the door and it restarts the scene. but in once we add more scenes, it'll obviously take you to the next scene. However, the only scene I can use as an example is this scene, obviously. But as you make more scenes, it'll just teleport you to the next scene. So, and prove that it's teleporting, you can see that all the objects are now back, which they once weren't. But yeah, that's the progress that I made.
In one of our puzzles, there was a ladder, so I worked on that.
Alright, so now can push the ladder. The ladder stops. I can climb up the ladder. I can get the coin. I can do a rewind. Please rewind. Please rewind. Rewind. Stop the rewinding. Press shift. Go up the door. Collect the next coin. Get off the ladder. Hit the door. And
there was a lot I learned during this week about Godot, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. But the game jam ends at 6 a.m. on Saturday. And tomorrow's Friday. More like Friday, because I'm going to be so burnt out by the end of this madness. Get it? Get it? Anyway, here's a time lapse of my suffering. Have fun. So yeah, somehow we managed to submit at 3 a.m. in the morning, running out of time to even include music. We're planning to update the game after the jam, but we've been working on that at a slow pace, and we probably should hurry up. Mainly because I'm also trying to optimize my crap code in GDScript. So yeah, that was our development process, and me not knowing a clue about Godot in the first place. Feel free to rate the game on itch, though at this point of recording, there's less than 24 hours until rating ends. Anyway, thanks to Waller and Joy for helping me with the jam, as well as Unusual Autumn for the emoticons. Anyway, I'm gonna go. See you in the next video.